Greetings, and today I murder an entire language, or at least a dialect. It is no more. It has ceased to be. It has rung down the final curtain and joined the choir invisible. It is a dead dialect. Right. So now we get to the crux of what I'm going to say. The other day I discussed my general dislike for motivational speaking. And some people are really good at it and really get you fired up and moving by showing an example and not being shouty. I would like to recommend a book from Jess, Thom, aka Tourette's hero, called Welcome to Biscuit Land. And this book helped me when I was in a particularly bad place with my epilepsy. And I'm hoping it helps other people, or at least entertains them. When I got the book in 2015, or was it 2014? I don't know. I read it on my way to New Hampshire. And it could have been one of those years. But when I bought it, it came with a recommendation for a pack of Depends, and the recommendation was actually pretty accurate. Now, what in this motivated me? Well, I have a different neurological disorder than just Thom, and I'm definitely not as affected. However, I did find that she mentioned the squeaky pig idea, and for her, it involved a rubber dog toy in the shape of a pig when she went through a day without any tics. This idea appealed to me. What can I do to motivate myself when I go through a day without a seizure, or a week, or a month, and so on and so forth? And it started being 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Well, for me, it was either a sugar-free hot chocolate, aka the skinny hot chocolate at Starbucks, with whole milk, which makes it definitely not as advertised. But I tend to do a diet that has more fat than sugar, which has helped me with my seizures and has made it so that I'm seizure free. I'm still working on the symptoms, etc., etc. This is still extremely complicated, and sometimes the head starts hurting or you get extremely tired because you wore yourself out. Yeah. And sometimes you find yourself in a place where people are telling you things that they think will help you that might not be entirely accurate. For example, stick with this neurologist even though he's really kind of an abusive twat, and I've had 2 of those. Stick with it. Maybe, just maybe, you're misunderstanding. To which you're thinking, no, this ain't it, fam. In it, swag. I apologize. You were, well, not a great dialect, but fun. It is no more. It has ceased to be. It has rung down the final curtain and joined the choir invisible. It's a dead parrot dialect. Unlike Latin, it isn't just resting. Right, back to where we were. So I would start saving up for something a little bit more than a $3 hot chocolate, because I sometimes would want a cute mug to go with. So I would, because I do love my big mugs, and so on and so forth. And things like a cute cardigan, because I do love my cardigans, or my 1950s style dresses, which I still love, and am currently looking for something with just the right boofy skirt and the right cute pattern. And right at the moment, I am loving this pink elephant sweater, which I am going to save up for to wear with black jeans. Anyway, so that's what my concept of a squeaky pig is. And I know that you can't always control a neurological condition. That's why you have to struggle and have to put up your dukes and actually fight it. And that is okay. And I realized that was a terrible punch. Let's see if I can do this right. Anyway, so the concept is not to punish yourself if you find that you have fallen behind or haven't quite gotten to where you want to be. But when you have struggled and you have put in all this effort, it's a nice thing to have, to say, yes, I appreciate you. You are awesome sauce self. Well done. And so on and so forth. So thank you to my friends. No, calling them squeaky pigs would be a bad idea. I need a new name for the people. Thank you to friends who have been there and family who, while not always perfect, have cheered me on. And to people who have been patient, even when, quite frankly, they have seen terrifying things. And thank you for the innumerable amounts of coffee and hot chocolate that have been drank. This episode brought to you by Dr. Seuss Enterprises. No, it's not. No, it's not. However, it is being brought to you by Bright Cellars. Because celebrations sometimes involve a little bit of wine. That is, a little bit. Do not drink so much that you get yourself sick. But Bright Cellars is great. It's wonderful. You can get 6 bottles for half off. That's 50% off the usual $80 price. They come with cards telling you what the wine can be paired with, or should, or what it is best paired with, from beef to fish to vegetables to fruit. And also the information on where the wine comes from and the different notes, sort of like a perfume. And a good wine should smell absolutely delightful, all the way down to the history and the beauty of this particular wine to share with friends. So anyway, I'd like to thank Bright Cellars for finding new ways to celebrate with friends and family, and thank you so much for everything. You guys are marvelous. So anyway, try Bright Cellars today. Or if you don't drink, coffee bean and tea leaf. And anyway, give yourself love if you feel like you have been imperfect. Allow yourself to feel joy. And reward yourself when you do something awesome sauce. And that can be anything from finishing a paper all the way to today. I had a tough time, but I did not lose my marbles. I brushed my teeth today. While I was at it, I gave myself something awesome. Or even, I went shopping today, and while I still crossed myself and said, "Cover me, coach, I'm going in," it wasn't really so bad. And I handled being out in public without really making myself absolutely terrified because, quite frankly, I am still working on my people skills. Right now, it's time to move. I don't have a music suggestion right now, but I will probably have one later. Anyway, thanks so much, and toodles. Love ya. Stay beautiful.